Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Megaman X2. In the last episode, we managed to take care of a water boss and a flame boss. Ain't that something? In this episode, we're going to the central computer stage. I really wonder why they call it these weird names now. It's kind of weird in my opinion. That looks familiar, doesn't it? This mission is kind of acting like an infantry mission where, like, everything has there's an alarm system in this area, and you gotta try not to trigger the alarm, or otherwise it causes the security bots to come after us, which we don't want to have that to happen. Now you see me doing that because up here is the first heart piece in this area. And that's all that's here for secret-wise. At least for now. Now you can pretty much just go ahead and skip this area because it's... But if you want power, energy cubes, or energy, or to fill up your tanks, or... It's good to come to this area. This mini boss, this sword mini boss, this hologram mini boss, kind of my opinion. This mini boss looks like it was done really well in design, and it's unfortunately his weakness is the hilt part of it, and the sword is will just deflect your shots. There we go, but. If you know how to take care of him, it's easy, of course, as always. Now, this part I know I triggered the alarm, but it doesn't matter because we're triggering the alarm anyway. That scanner you want to avoid at all times. There's another mini-boss in this area, and basically what it's going to do is that it's going to keep an eye on, it's scanning for your data. And if it scans you 3 times, it's going to become stronger and adapt to your to the way you are now, and you become more maneuverable, more dangerous, and more yeah, I think that's about it. More dangerous. I'm sorry. He'll actually try to shoot you from above as well as below as he's doing now. I'll probably do a video on that to show you how bad he is if you when you have him all fully scanned, when you have him fully scanning you. Maybe, I don't know if I will. But here's the boss. This weakness to this boss is junk. This boss is one of the annoying ones, much similar to, I know there was another boss that was weak, I've kind of forgot which one it was. But he pretty much will continuously, do this teleportation thing, and there are times where he will just do it constantly to the point where, like, you have to, it'll be a while for him to actually come back. Like that. Like, he's trying to get to the correct position he wants to be up. And when he's already in that position, he kind of just sits there and continuously shooting at you. And usually his favorite spot is, of course, where you're seeing right now, the ceiling. That sound indicates that the Giga Crusher crushes finish. Annoying boss. He loves the ceiling. This boss loves the ceiling, and it kind of really does irk me when he's always up there. I don't think he has any attacks, though, that leads him to be down here. other than jumping all the way up to the ceiling. Excuse me. Oh well. That's about it of him. Now we have his power, which is called Magnet Mine. A rather interesting power that I actually kind of like because you can actually control this thing. And now that we've defeated all the Mavericks that were on this island, we have located the X-Hunter's base. Which is apparently right at the North Pole. And since we have all the zero parts, this dialogue shows up saying that Dr. Kane needs more time to reactivate Zero. So, which is pretty much nothing of importance. It just basically means that we have all Zero's parts. If we didn't get the Zero parts, or if we missed out on one, or something like that. Dr. Kane will pretty much say that they actually got into the station and stole the parts that we took back, so we don't get Zero again. And if we don't get the parts at all, I don't think any pieces of the dialogue shows up. I've never actually ignored Zero, or I may have had one or two parts neglected to get the other parts, because it does take a limited amount of time for them to be up on the map and then disappear. So it's like it's a game of calculating how well you can take care of the bosses, whether if they're in the special part you need them to be to take care of that if you have the weakness, or if you want to just go ahead and take care of or if you just want to ignore them until they're in the right spot, which is a very rare chance. Now we're gonna go ahead and collect all the missing health tanks and one of them is right here. What you basically will be needing is you're gonna need air dash and burner. Speed burner. As you can just now see as I was talking, I apologize for doing it so fast, but that's pretty much all you need to really do. There we go. One more time for one more mission, which is right here, and we need to get this one. And I believe this is the final spot to get the last two components that we need, which is the last heart piece and the energy tank. Now, this one requires you to actually have bubbles. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the liberty to see if Giga Crush can actually destroy this guy. And it does! And now you've seen how Giga Crush actually works. Giga Crush actually it will destroy normal enemies just like that, but when it comes to anything else, like bosses, which I am going to tell you right now, it's pretty much relatively useless to try to destroy a boss with Giga Crush. That's where the first heart piece is. It's right before the first entrance into the deep water area. The next one is up here, and this is the area where I believe you're going to need the bubbles, because what happens is the bubbles will give you a very good extra jump, like an extra oomph to your jump from underwater. And another new neat mechanic that they've done, that Capcom that they've introduced to this game, is that X has the ability to jump, to jump on water. So Okay, let me, and I'll show you right now. Like, this is what X can do, and this is kind of interesting how they do this, and they actually take this to X3, which makes it become even more important to do in X3 rather than here. So keep that in mind when we play X3. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Tune in next time in Megaman X2, where we actually conquer and face the X Hunters. Talk to y'all later.